Welcome to 12 Minutes or Less with the Author. I'm your host, T.L. Brown, but you can call me Tracy. Let's get started. Hey there. I'm so excited because today we have author Rose J. Fairchild, who just released her dark fantasy, A Shiver of Rainbow and Shadow. Rose juggles her writing around family, pets, and a library job. She lives in the mysterious Catskill Mountains of upstate New York, where all things magical and sometimes terrible live. She's had short stories published in anthologies from Faycore Publishing and Sulk Media. A Shiver of Rainbow and Shadow is her debut novel. Rose, thank you for taking time tonight to talk to us. Welcome.
Thank you, Tracy. I'm so happy to be here with you again. Thank you
It's
for
great to
having me.
have you. It's so great to have you. Let's get right into it. I want to talk about your first dark fantasy novel, A Shiver of Rainbow and Shadow. It just published on May 25th. So tell us about it. Tell our listeners.
Okay. So it's about a young Fae female named Aura. She's 20 years old. She's basically an outcast, or considers herself to be an outcast due to her ability to expose true colors with just a touch. Um, and when even her mother sends her away because of this power, she flees to the human realm for the first time. And there she makes an unlikely friend who kind of saves her in her initial foray straight into the human realm. It's kind of dangerous here. Um, and she meets temptation in the form of this shadowy male named Rays, who he can't really seem to leave her alone, and always seems to know a little bit too much about everything. Um, so she ends up allowing him to seduce her and kind of like gives into that temptation. She's feeling pretty blissful until her magic darkens the mood again and she takes off once more. Um, as she's fleeing, she is found by another very powerful male named Keelan. And he's beautiful, he's deadly, and he is not one bit afraid to seize what he desires. Um, he ends up sending Aura to a foreign court, um, where Rays ends up finding her. And that is the trigger that sets off a whole series of crazy events where Aura ends up caught between these two very powerful males, very different males, while fighting for acceptance, freedom, love, her own inner light, and family, both blood and found.
Oh, it's such an amazing, it's an amazing book. So can you tell us more about some of the deeper concepts or ideas that you would like your readers to think about when they're reading A Shiver of Rainbow and Shadow?
Yes, I can. I have sort of three main points for that. The weight of words. So, how what we say can affect someone, like a simple offhand comment can destroy someone's confidence in a heartbeat, and it can last an entire lifetime. Just breaking someone down once can ruin their confidence forever. So, we have to be mindful of what we say. Um, Also, consent in all forms, not just of a sexual nature, hugs, being in someone's space, anything, even talking to someone, it has to be consensual. A yes isn't always a yes, because words, body language, the situation, level of pressure, intoxication, and potential consequences that could come from saying no all play a part in consent. um,
Absolutely.
And then the final point is family and belonging. And I just want people to like really think about opening themselves up to other people and situations that they're not familiar with. Observe, listen, try to understand. Everyone is different, and we all deserve to be seen, heard, and to just be ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I could not say that as well as you just did.
It's okay.
That's absolutely, all of that is true, and it does come out in your book, which is very exciting. I had the luxury and privilege of reading the book in advance, and I will tell you that the ending blew my mind. I absolutely loved it. And while it's not a cliffhanger, it's not a cliffhanger, it's an ending with a particular catch. That's what I'm calling it, anyways. And it seems to open the door for a sequel. Can you tell our listeners what is next after A Shiver of Rainbow and Shadow?
Yep. So there is a sequel, and I'm almost 50,000 words deep into it already. Um, so it's actually called A Swirl of Smoke and Stars. It is on my Patreon, going up chapter by chapter as I write it. So if you want to find out what happens after A Shiver of Rainbow and Shadow, join my Patreon because it's only available to my members. Um, and yeah, so basically, A Swirl of Smoke and Stars starts with Aura, but then it shifts perspective to what comes after, like ties in and moves on. And of course, there's, struggles and battles and identity crisis and, all that stuff. But it's I just love it. I'm loving it so much. And there's a particular character in there that Tracy, you and I are working on a spin-off with. And I'm so excited. I am loving it so much. So
Oh,
that's
yeah, I'm loving it so much. And
makes me very
it's a complete joy to work. It is a complete joy to co-create with you. I am challenged as a writer in a great way.
happy.
This is something I've never done before. This is something I've never made myself vulnerable to before, but I'm doing that because of you as an artist. Are You're letting me explore something new and exciting. What I would like our listeners to also know, and this will be in the comments below, uh, Rose has a Patreon, and it is $1.50 United States dollars a month. And chapters are released on Mondays and Fridays. The book she's currently working on, which is the sequel to A Shiver of Rainbow and Shadow, and it's fabulous. Rose, we are coming to the end of our 12 minutes or less with the author. Before I list your socials, is there anything else you would like to add? Don't mean to put you on the spot.
Just thank you to everyone who has supported the book release. Thank you to anyone who has supported me in any way, sharing, commenting, liking. I love you guys to bits. And I appreciate every single person who is on this journey with me. So thank you so much. And to you, Tracy, as well. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. It's an honor and a privilege, and I know I speak for all of your friends and fans in that. Listeners, let me tell you, you can find Rose on TikTok, Twitter, X, and Instagram. Her ID is Rose J. Fairchild. She is also on Facebook. You can find her there. Her website is rosejfairchild.com. In the caption below, you will find those links A Shiver of Rainbow and Shadow. Please, please, please check it out. You will find it on Amazon as a paperback and an ebook, and I believe it's also in Kindle Unlimited on Amazon. So make sure you check that out. Rose, thank you so much for joining us today. We adore you. A Shiver of Rainbow and Shadow. Powerful. Listeners, go check it out. And everyone, I will see you the next time. Take care. This has been 12 Minutes or Less with the author. Thanks for listening to today's episode. Hope you can join me for the next one. Until then, this is Tracy, aka Author T.L. Brown, signing off.